Hi and welcome. This sound bath is part of a 21-part series called the Archetype Path, From the Fool to the World, inspired by the timeless pattern known as the hero's journey. The hero's journey, sometimes called the monomyth, is a universal story that shows up across cultures, myths, spiritual traditions, and human development itself. It's the story of leaving what's familiar, meeting challenge and uncertainty, being shaped by experience, discovering deeper truth, and slowly returning with more wisdom, capacity, and wholeness. It's not just a story we read or watch. It's a pattern we live again and again through relationships, healing, creative work, loss, becoming, and growth. What I love is that the Rider-Waite Tarot mirrors the same journey through the major Arcana cards. Each card represents an archetypal stage of consciousness, a doorway we move through as we evolve and integrate. For me, tarot has never been about prediction. It's been a companion in my own healing, helping me recognize what season I'm in, what's integrating, and what wants my attention with more honesty and care. In this series, you're invited to experience a sound bath for each of the 21 major Arcana archetypes, beginning with the Fool and traveling all the way through the world. This isn't only about learning what archetypes represent, but about feeling how these qualities move through your body, nervous system, imagination, and subtle awareness. Each sound bath is designed to offer an embodied meeting with that archetype, helping whatever it stirs open or reveal more through you in a steady, integrated way. It's a space to notice what you're carrying, what's shifting beneath the surface, and what wants to settle into clearer alignment. Not through effort or analysis, but through resonance, rest, and gentle awareness. Healing and growth aren't linear. We spiral. We revisit familiar thresholds. We meet new layers of ourselves over time. Some stages feel expansive and joyful. Others feel quiet, challenging, or mysterious. All of them belong. If you'd like to explore this series in an interactive way, you're welcome to begin with the Wheel of the Great Journey, which holds all of the 21 archetypes. You can spin the wheel anytime you feel curious, reflective, or wondering where you are within your own unfolding path. You might hold a simple question such as, what part of the journey am I experiencing right now? Or which archetype is walking with me in this season of life? The wheel gently guides you towards the archetype that's ready to meet you, not as a rule or prediction, but as an experience to explore. When you arrive at that archetype sound journey, you'll also find a separate wheel of intention designed specifically for that journey. You're invited to spin it to help clarify what you'd like to receive, explore, or integrate during this session. Hold that intention lightly and let the sound do what it does best. Help your system process, settle, and realign in its own timing. Now let the journey begin. The moon represents the moment when the journey moves into uncertainty, subtle perception, and the exploration of the inner landscape. After the gentle restoration of the star, this stage invites navigation through uncertainty, emotion, dreamlike awareness, and the unconscious layers of experience. In stories, this is where the traveler moves through dimly lit terrain, learning how to trust intuition, discern subtle signals, and remain present when clarity is not immediate. The moon carries the energy of sensitivity, imagination, emotional depth, and the capacity to tolerate not knowing without fear. She reminds us that uncertainty does not mean danger and that inner navigation often requires patience, attunement, and self-compassion. This archetype often appears when unconscious material is surfacing, when emotions feel less defined, and when the system is learning how to remain regulated while processing subtle or complex inner states. On an emotional level, the moon supports emotional attunement and tolerance for ambiguity, helping the system stay grounded while moving through uncertainty rather than seeking premature closure or control. She teaches us how to trust inner signals and how to allow intuitive clarity to emerge gradually. This sound bath invites you to explore the experience of inner mystery and subtle awareness, not as confusion or threat, but as a spacious unfolding of intuition, emotional intelligence, and quiet inner trust. Before we begin, take one slow, deep breath in and allow it to release naturally. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine walking on a path that winds softly through a moonlit landscape. The light is silvery and diffused, casting gentle shadows and softened edges across the terrain. Mist moves slowly across the ground, and distant shapes feel partially revealed rather than fully defined. The air feels quiet and mysterious, but not unsafe, simply spacious and inwardly oriented. The environment invites attunement rather than certainty. Sensations, reflections, and subtle impressions carry more meaning than clear outlines or fixed answers. There's a sense of listening beneath the surface of things, allowing intuition and inner awareness to guide perception gently. As you remain here, the moonlight and the mist soften further, dissolving into spacious awareness. The sense of inner listening and mystery remains quietly present within. And as the image fades, the sound can begin to flow naturally into the space, carrying the atmosphere of intuition, subtle awareness, and gentle mystery forward. Set your intention. Welcome back. As the frequencies settle, awareness can gently return to the room and the quiet presence of this moment. You may carry with you the quality of the moon, intuitive listening, soft perception, and comfort with mystery. Allow that gentleness to remain with you on the path ahead. Bye for now.